In January 2020, Robert Julian Borshak Williams was arrested in Detroit, USA, after a facial recognition system matched his photo with security footage of a shoplifter. But it was a mistake. That person wasn't Robert. His is the first known case of a wrongful arrest caused by inaccurate facial recognition systems. Robert is an African American. His story came at the height of tensions between Black America and the police force. That made multiple Western tech companies like IBM, Microsoft, and Amazon pause their facial recognition work with the US police. What a coincidence. Facial recognition technology is changing the world as we know it, but it isn't perfect. As recently as 2019, the US government found that even top-performing facial recognition systems misidentified blacks at rates 5 to 10 times higher than whites. So it is only a matter of time before an incident like Robert's false arrest occurred. The reason why facial recognition technology performs differently for darker skin tones is still unclear, but there are at least two plausible explanations. The first is Black underrepresentation. In the data sets used to test and train facial recognition systems, Black people are not properly represented. This is because the easiest place to harvest large amounts of photos or faces is the web. Being the largest contributors to the global internet economy, online content tends to skew very male, very white, and very Western. It also doesn't help that it's that same demographic that's largely responsible for building Western AI algorithms. The second explanation is the Black photogenicity deficit. Photographic technology has always been optimized for lighter skin, and the digital photography we use today is built on the same principles that shaped early film photography. It then follows that AI systems have difficulty recognizing Black faces, simply because modern photography wasn't actually designed with the facial features of Black people in mind. In Western countries where Blacks are in the minority, these built-in biases could significantly impact the quality of facial recognition-assisted law enforcement. But in Africa, the continent with the largest population of Black people, the potential for harm is exponentially greater. The difference is in accountability, or lack thereof. Chinese tech companies currently dominate the AI space in Africa. Unlike their US counterparts, these companies are less accountable for the negative outcomes of their facial recognition systems, and information about false positives and wrongful arrests isn't readily available. What this means is that in spite of the technology's shortcomings, Chinese tech companies haven't stopped supporting local law enforcement, while simultaneously using Black faces to train their datasets. So far, African governments have shown no interest in coming to the defense of its citizens. In fact, facial recognition technology is currently being used for mass surveillance by some of the continent's most authoritarian regimes. A situation that makes you wonder how many Robert Julian Borshak Williams there were in Africa before there was Robert Julian Borshak Williams in the USA.